Welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Russian Fishing 4. So last episode, I made the trek up towards the little campsite here, tried a little bit of fishing there. I still don't know, there's something I'm definitely not quite getting right with the spin fishing. I don't know if it's the lure type or the hook sizes, but it still feels like there's not a lot of interest from a number of the fish that I kind of might expect, even with granted it might be a limited variety for, say, the lures I've got available. I still kind of would have thought I might have gotten a little bit more than just 3 fish for as long as I was out. What we're going to do today is we're probably going to prepare ourselves to do a little bit more float fishing, get those set to go, and see if we can get lucky with anything on there. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to use the 2, and we're going to make a quick hike up to this little pond here. I guess I shouldn't really call it a pond, it's more so like a little... I'm not even sure what you call that, like a bay or a cove or something? But it's where there's not really a current, so we can toss the floats into the water and just work back and forth between the 2 rods and see what we can get. I'm kind of... Again, when it comes to the spin fishing stuff, I'll get back to that after we pick up the feeder fishing kit and go back to Mosquito Lake. Because at least on Mosquito Lake, I was kind of getting a little bit more consistency when it came to, understanding... the results of some things. So, yeah, that... Okay, and let me try changing the bait up to... let me go for the semolina. We'll push that out. Set it up. Oh, actually, that's handy. I didn't realize that. So if you do have, say, this setup bound to 1 on your keybinds, if you press 1 again, you'll actually go right to that rod, pick it up, and be able to use it. And you know what, we'll do semolina for this as well. So yeah, we'll just watch these 2 for a little bit, see if anything does go after them. And probably just spend this episode trying to pull in some fish this way. I'm also going to try to be a little bit more patient as I'm watching the float fishing rods to get back into the style of how these were operating. There we go. Let's see. Looks like maybe a roach. Oh, a gibble carp, actually. Okay, we'll put that out. Let me take this one. Okay, one thing... I might want to check and see how much line is on this rod, because... Now, see, I would have thought something was definitely on there. Yeah, no, it should have good enough line. Just feels like when I go to pick it up, it's coming out of the water more so than I expected it to. So I'm not sure if that is, causing maybe what's on to be able to slip off the hook a little bit easier or not. And I should also look and see the hook size I've got on each of these as well. Nope. There we go. Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm surprised something that big was on there. 706 for sizing. Okay. And yeah, let me check the hook size. So this is a small hook right now. So maybe... Let me go up to a large. And I gotta put new bait on. There we go. Yeah, I'm not going to cast it fully out. Just because of that little issue where, again, picking it up, it seemed like the line was almost getting pulled in. There we go. Maybe another gibble carp? Okay, I don't think there was anything, mission looking for them. So I'm going to go back to Bloodworm and try to let that sit for a while. I kind of feel with how, from my experience with Russian Fishing 4 so far, coming to Winding Rivulet to see how the spin casting was, there's more of an emphasis to really stick with float fishing for quite a while. I guess it's sort of really grind yourself away at the one fishing type, get yourself a good bit of money, experience. Oh, experiencing that down. No. I think we got a frog. That we did. Hey there, bud. Okay, keep you. I don't know if there's any mission for it or not, but at least it's a little interesting to have seen that flying in. But yeah, because this is more of a, like, slow grind experience, I think that's kind of what it orients itself a bit as for when you're trying to, like, go to spin casting or that. Take some good long time with the float fishing, try out different hook sizes, all the different baits. Oh. Get yourself very familiar with it before you go trying, like, another fishing style or method. Oh, hello. Are you an eyed or a roach? You're a roach. Okay. Yeah, it is a little sad to think of, like, using all the different lures that I was last episode, and we've already caught maybe double what we had? Over double what we had all of last episode for, like, activity. Oh, come here, you. Kibble carp? Yeah. Okay, let me change this to... Oh, why can I not... Oh, okay, so only... I guess I'll put that to red worm. I didn't realize that the bait types had corresponding hook sizes to have to keep on watch for. Oh. Oh, didn't even realize this was taken down. And another different species, the Chinese sleeper. Yeah. I think... See, one of the things I didn't like about Called Wild the Angler was when it came to the float fishing, it felt like it was not very active, but how it's been overcome with Russian Fishing 4 here is that you can do multiple lines at a time, so you, instead of having like yourself on only a single thing to be on watch for, and having to wait for a prolonged time, you actually have a little back and forth, so it's almost like you're split in half of what you used to need to be watching for. And then because it is a little bit... It does take some skill and experience to read, like, when you should try pulling in. I admit I am still terrible at it, but you can see that I am trying, and there is a little bit more activity to keep you on watch for. Like, sometimes it really feels like you should be pulling something in with what you see. Other times, not as much. No. Yeah, it does seem, though, like the, earthworm, or whatever I've been using for bait here. I want to change that out. I mean, there was sort of something on there, but it took a long time for any interest. Oh, and nothing on there. Now, I could try going all out, and I can't remember what the maximum amount of lines out you can have is. It's 2 or 3, but we'll just keep going like this, because at least this is a little bit of funding I can hopefully bring into the cafe. I don't know if we'll have any of the orders we can really do. There was an order for Crucian Carp, so I might be able to get that. I might even look at seeing... The only problem is with the bamboo rod here. I might have to check and see, because I think there's another rod I have that maybe it'll let me cast out a bit farther. Okay, there's one. Okay, let me keep that. And see if we got something on here. We should, because of it. There we go. Oh, coming in, you. There we go. Okay, yeah, so let me take a look, because I do have the... Oh, that's an old spinning rod. I feel like the old bamboo rod here was like the freebie we got, so I don't think it'd be worth it to, like, go and get another, but... Let me see, is there... Let me try maybe over this way. I'm just looking for, like, if there's any really nice spots to try working from with a little bit more foliage in that. I guess maybe I'll try out right here. Because what's the depth? Okay, so this is 2, so I might need to look at setting the depth of the float down a little bit more. But we'll see if we can get anything from over here as well that's different. I'm not sure if maybe because it was over closer to, like, foliage in that, there are more fish possibly in that area. But we'll see if there's anything in this open area too. There was interest on it. Let me just have to wait and see. I'm kind of tempted. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, nothing. Again, it has to be... It's when it's quick to go down. The slow drag does not cut it. Oh, same thing for here. Okay, well this one I gotta... Yeah, only toss out a little bit. I gotta remember, it's not the slow drags that you want to act on. It has to be like the sharp tugs or pulls. Like that. No, not even that. Not even that. Like, maybe I have to go down smaller hook size. Because I think it's on the bamboo rod I have the larger hook right now. Maybe I'll pull both in and see about adjusting. Because I do have 2 large hooks, I think. But the bit of advice that I'd probably give for like a new person playing is to stick hard to float fishing for... I'd probably say the first 8 to 10 levels. Like, it really depends on what you want to try or like what fishing style you want to go for. If you're really hard for spin casting, I'd still probably say you'll want to stick to the float fishing for quite a bit early on because it does seem to be your best way to have most reliable fish activity hitting your stuff, as well as like being able to get those orders in to get funding to play around with. Really? I thought that would have been for sure. Okay, let me see. I think it's... Yeah, you know what? Let me set the float depth up to, say, 50. Because this area should be deep enough to allow that. Oh, I forgot to change the hook on pull-in. Shoot. But yeah, sticking hard to float fishing, getting yourself some money to play around with, just try spin fishing. I wonder even if you should... Like, the next area you have to be level 7... Or, sorry, you have to be level 10 to level 12. Instead of making all these mistakes, let me just show you guys in the map. You have to be level 12 to gain access to this area, and you need to pay a bit of a fee to get there. So it is one of those things where it's probably best to... Okay, let me take a look at you. You're the one... I've got the large one on. Everything else should be fine for that. Okay, let me take a look at these. So the telestick is what I've been using and it's been getting pretty good. I've got a medium on this one. So you know what? Let me turn that up to a large. Right, let me go to the wet bread. That one I think was one that was producing pretty well before. This one I can change. No, I can't. That one's stuck as spin rod. That's a spinning rod. It's only the bamboo I have to play around with here. Okay. I guess we'll just keep going with these. God, yeah, there's some weird choices of ambience, and one of the weird things, too. Is it... It's weird how it kind of, like, sounds it's coming from a set location or direction away, the ambience. There's something. Oh, what are you? You are... Oh, a little bleak. Super tiny, but I will take it. It's a fish we haven't seen for... I'm not actually sure if I've caught one before now. Although it was a little strange for like how small it was. We got it on a large hook. I didn't think... I wonder if I should also work the opposite way as well as try and go up to like these medium and large hooks. Also go with the opposite and try some smaller ones too. We'll keep going to see. For now, we'll just keep bringing in whatever we can as we keep the episode going. But yeah, because of what I've got so far, I think we are going to, hard for sure, pick up the kit this episode. Next weekend, we'll try it out and put it to use. We just gotta wait and see what happens and what else we can bring in. Nope. Well, what? There we go. Okay, that should be enough on that, too. That is one thing I kind of want to see changed or adjusted a little bit, is like certain behavior that really seems like it should be definitive there's something on, should only come up if there is definitive something on. It's like, that is the most bizarre behavior to have, is the float goes steadily down in a direction, but when you pull in, there's nothing to it. I could see if it, like, is a little bouncing quite a bit and you try pulling then, there'd be nothing on. But when it seems like it's that fixed and there's that much force applied to the float, it just feels bizarre to not have something on when you pull it in. We'll keep watching and wait and see. It does seem like the bread bait, though, will change out on the one rod, because it's not really getting any interest. Truth be told, I might even go back to the smaller hooks to get the bloodworms back on each of these. Because that was the bait that seemed to be pretty productive for us. Oh, see, that looked like it should have been. Okay, I'll put you away. Yeah, I'm going to pull you in as well. I'm not even sure if it's really worth using the bamboo, but I guess just because I do have it, I should try putting it to a little bit of a test. Let me go to the small 14 for this one. I'll get the bloodworm on it. And for this one, let's do the medium 10 and get the bloodworm on it. Okay, there is a sinker. I was going to say, it seems a little odd to have... Oh, wait a minute. How? Oh, did just changing the rod in hand automatically set it down like that? Oh, it does. Okay, I don't even need to do the extra shortcut I was doing. So that's a little bit of handy stuff to know if you do want to minimize the keybinds a bit. So yeah, instead of looking, I just have to press 2. That picks it up. But it really does feel like you have to toss so little line out on this bamboo one. Because otherwise, as soon as you pick it up, it seems like it pulls it. And that might take off what's on there. Might even try setting the Depth. Oh. Is that already? Yeah. More interest on this one. But, again, even if it is, it still doesn't have anything on it. Okay, let me try going even deeper with this. See if that... No, that doesn't touch bottom, so yeah, that is quite a drop-off right there. Kind of surprised that the other one on the left hasn't seen anything after it yet. Because usually the telestick, or blue rod, is the one that often has a lot more interest towards it. Oh, actually, speaking of interest... Oh, again! I feel like the behavior has to be changed on them. It just feels so misleading. And let me increase this to 70 as well. Okay, let's start with... Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, set you down. Maybe I just have to let them stay out for a really long time before I try pulling them in. I don't know what it is. I'll try to get maybe one... Let these do for a little bit longer, then we'll head back and just see if I manage to get any orders for the cafe done. I kind of doubt it, but we'll still see. Right when I picked it up, it stopped going that direction. There we go, finally something on it. What did we get? A common roach. We'll keep you. And just see about this one. There we go. Oh, another little bleak. Yeah, the bleaks are really tiny. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, well, let me take what we got and go see how we're doing, like, back for the cafe, and if there's anything we can actually turn in. It's a little bit of a hike, but it's not too bad. I'll see what we can sell. If there is no orders we've got completed, we'll sell everything we've got in stock, and I'll pick up the feeder kits. That way that's kind of done, taken care of. Yeah, let me get across here, and we'll check with the cafe and see. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, so I should have the gibble carp. I might need 4, so I think I've got that done. Yeah, that order's complete. We needed 5. I've only got the 2, but if I could have gotten that, that would have been really nice. 1, 2... Okay, we got all the roach. Oh, is that not enough? Oh, okay, we only need 4. Okay, so we need those 2, that one, and that one. There's a little bit more. We didn't get any crucian carp. Nothing else. I mean, the bleak would have been a really nice one, but I don't think I would have been lucky enough to get, like, enough of those. Because I think it was more fluke. Actually, they might have been one of the fish I should have tried using the really small hooks for. Maybe that could have been where I'd get them from. But that's still as far as we'll go for this episode. The rest we can sell off for a little bit more. And yeah, that should give me a little bit of buffer room cash-wise, so now I can pick up that feeder kit. Well, I do want to just check something quick. If I get spare float tackle, what does that all have in it? I'm not actually that sure. It doesn't look like it gave me another rod. Maybe the bamboo rod is it. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Okay. Well, let's check the tackle store here, because we have something we've been saving up for a while to get now. Right. Kits. The feeder fishing start. Yeah, there's the float start, there's the plus start, spinning universal start. We want this one. In learner. Yeah, okay, so it has a rod, the reel, and twin bells. Okay. There we go. So come next weekend, we'll try that out, see how it performs, and if I can learn how that fishing style is supposed to go. And we are going to head back to Mosquito Lake for it, because that one is supposed to be where bottom fishing is pretty good. But thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Russian Fishing 4. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video or episode, anglers and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.